What a night. What a life. Your cup runneth over, Ridge Forrester. You are one hell of a lucky man. Logan? Oh, never mind, I'll get it. Easy does it there. We're not going anywhere. I'll be right outside. Hi.
Oh, honey. How are you?
Don't you worry about me. How are you?
I'm looking, honey. I'm looking everywhere and anywhere. I'm asking questions.
Any leads?
Not yet. I don't know, honey. Nobody seems to have a clue who killed Ivana. I'm just starting to feel like the walls are coming in. I'm really getting scared.
Look, the worst thing that can happen is that this goes to trial. And if it does, I'm going to be proven innocent.
I don't want it to go to trial.
Macy, you got to hold it together.
I can't. How can I hold it together? The press and the media have already got you tried and convicted. Every time I walk out of the apartment, I'm surrounded by reporters. It's starting to drive me crazy.
All right, listen to me. You're going to get out of town. I want you to go away for a little while until this whole thing blows over.
Hello, sweetie. Why can't you go to sleep like your big brother, huh? Why?
Because I'm not tired.
She's not tired. I could sleep for a week. Well, why don't you close your eyes and think about all the fun things you did with Daddy today, okay? And then maybe you'll fall asleep.
I want Daddy.
I know you do, sweetheart. But sometimes Mommy and Daddy need to spend some time together.
Some playtime, Bridget, like you had with your brother earlier.
That's right. Playtime.
No.
Oh, cruel child.
Why don't you just go on? I'll take care of her.
No, that's okay, really.
Brooke, Ridge is waiting for you.
I know, but there's no mad rush. We have the rest of the evening. In fact, we have the rest of our lives.
Ridge, this isn't a hallucination.
No. No.
Ridge, I'm alive. Sweetheart, it's me. I'm alive.
No, this is impossible.
Here, touch me. Don't be afraid. There's nothing to be frightened about. I'm flesh and blood like you. I'm not a ghost.
think I could leave town at a time like this?
No, it's not what I think. It's what you're going to do.
Honey, you need me. You need my support.
Which is exactly why I want you to get out of L.A., Macy, for your sanity. Listen to me. I don't want you going crazy on me. I do need you. Now, look, just give it some thought, will you? Don't dismiss it so easily.
All right, I'll give it some thought.
Forrester, your lawyer's here to see you.
Good. Send him in.
I'll let you two talk. I gotta get going.
You remember, I want you to think about this.
I will.
I love you.
Thorne, how's Macy holding up?
She's worried.
Well, that's understandable.
She's got to hold it together until this trial, Connor.
Listen, Thorne, I had a meeting with the assistant DA this morning.
Yeah?
They're going after you, Thorne.
What do you mean?
I don't want to freak you out now. I know it's the last thing you need.
Well, hey, man, what are you saying, Connor? What?
This is a capital crime, Thorne. They're seeking the death penalty. How?
Rich, I'll explain it to you.
Where have you been? You're supposed to be.
I know. I was supposed to have died in a plane crash. But I wasn't on the plane.
You weren't on that plane?
No.
Where were you?
I was lying unconscious on the floor of a restroom in the airport. Our plane had a stopover, and I got off to stretch my legs. I was mugged in the ladies' room, and one of my assailants took everything I had. She took my clothes, and she got back on the plane. They think that they were smuggling drugs. But that's why pieces of my dress were found in the wreckage.
Oh, my God.
And I was hospitalized. I was in a coma for a very long time.
I can't believe this. It really is you. I'm not just seeing things.
You're not just seeing things. I'm alive. And I'm home.
They're gonna try and have me executed?
Which is why we cannot let this go to trial. And I don't want to take the chances you're being convicted. We've got to come up with some evidence. Just one significant lead, Thorne. That's all it takes.
No, they don't have evidence, Connor. That's what Macy and Anthony have been looking for. And I'm in this a lot deeper than I thought. The death penalty.
Hey, it's too early in the game to be giving up, Thorne. We haven't even begun. At the very worst, we can plea bargain.
What kind of a plea?
Murder too, maybe even manslaughter.
What? I'm gonna spend 5 or 10 years behind bars, Connor?
What I'm saying is it's a hell of a lot better than what you would get if you're convicted of premeditated
No, there
murder.
isn't going to be a conviction, Connor. I didn't kill Ivana. I didn't kill
Relax.
Ivana.
It's okay.
No,
It's all right.
You are gonna get me out of this. You hear me? So help me, you. are gonna get me out of it! I'm innocent!
I've got to say it, Brooke. You and Rage are nothing short of amazing.
Well, we didn't get that far without some sort of pain.
Yes, but all that happened before you were married.
No, that's not true. We've had a lot to contend with since we've been married.
Like what? Ridge's eyesight?
Well, let me just say this. Never, ever take anything for granted. Yes, Ridge and I had everything going our way. But then this horrible problem came into our lives. And luckily I was able to take care of it. But I learned something. Never let your guard down. Especially when it comes to the person you love most in the world.
I don't even know how to think about this. So much has happened.
I know.
I don't think you do, Taylor. I'm married again.
I'm aware of that.
You are?
Yes, Ridge. I know that you married Brooke.
How? Who told you that?
There's just so much to explain, and it isn't very simple. But there isn't any hurry. The most important thing is that I'm home now. I'm back, and we have all the time in the world.
You said that you were unconscious?
After I was attacked, yes.
Then what happened?
I woke up.
Where? You were in the city where you were attacked?
Yes.
Taylor, I don't get it. I don't understand.
At first, I couldn't remember anything. I didn't even know my own name. They gave me another name.
Who did?
The people who I was staying with. Everything was dark and confusing. I couldn't remember anything. And then one day, something happened that jarred my memory. And I started to see your face. And it wasn't long before I started to remember everything. But those were my first conscious memories after waking up, was seeing your face and how you look at me and how you talk to me.
When was that? A few days ago? Last week? Is that when it happened? Is that when you finally got your memory back?
Hey, pretty boy, did I say you could go up there?
You lay off. You hear me, man? Lay off. Look, man, don't hassle me.
You got some bad news.
Yeah, you could say that. Something's gotta give, man. I need a break. I need some luck.
Luck. The only kind of luck you get around here is the kind you make for yourself.
Yeah, how's that supposed to happen?
Well, at least now you're asking the right questions. You want to get lucky, Forrester? You stick with me. I'm getting out of here.
And every day, before the sunrise, she'd get up and she'd saddle up her horse and she'd ride out past the fence posts to the edge of the mesa. And she'd look out and it seemed like she could see the whole world. And then she'd ride along the cliffs and look down at the desert below her. And she never saw that evil spirit return. And from then on, she knew that she was safe. And she knew that no harm would ever come to her and her family again. Did you like that story, honey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite a story.
It's a true story. And like the story says, no harm will ever come to her or her family again. Okay.
When did you get your memory back? How long ago? Where have you been all this time? I mean, you weren't in Los Angeles. I'm sorry, I have so many questions to ask you.
And I promise I'm going to answer every one of them, sweetheart.
Why didn't you call? Were you able to talk on a phone?
I tried. I wanted so desperately to hear your voice and tell you I was alive.
Why didn't you?
I couldn't.
You couldn't? Were you kidnapped? Were you held against your will? Taylor, I'm so glad you're alive. You realize how complicated this is, how incredibly complicated.
Rich.
Rich, darling, you still awake?
Look, I'm not here to complicate your life. I know that you have a wife and a family, and I know that you love them very much.
Taylor, where are you staying?
I'm staying at my father's. Listen, I want to talk to you alone somewhere.
This is so unbelievable.
Sweetheart, don't fall asleep, okay? I'll be right down.
Rich, this isn't the time or the place. I'll be in touch, all right?